Hi, my name is Thomas and I'm the leader of Group 3. Pratiha and Maisum are also members, and together we're excited to present our research topic for your consideration, cloud-based CRM and HIPAA compliance. Let's begin. So today we're going to talk a little bit about customer relationship management, the Healthcare Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA for short, and take a closer look at the most highly regarded CRM, Salesforce.com, to hopefully convince you that it's suitable not only for sensitive data, but if configured correctly, can also be HIPAA compliant. But before we get too deep, some background. Many have probably seen or heard about CRMs, but what is it exactly and why should you care? Well, it's software that allows businesses to manage the customer relationship, its data, and in many cases other things such as business processes, financials, or automation. CRMs benefit businesses by improving customer service and increasing sales because work can be done more efficiently. All the tools businesses need are in one spot and are designed to work well together. And because everything is in one spot, related data provides better business insights through reporting and analytics. And now HIPAA. Long story short, HIPAA was created in 1996 and signed into law by President Bill Clinton. The act itself contains 5 titles, and it was created to help modernize the way healthcare information flows. It also standardizes how personally identifiable information should be protected in both hard copy and electronic forms. Title 2 of the Act specifically deals with Protected Health Information, PHI, and EPHI. HIPAA applies to covered entities, basically any organization that deals with protected health information like hospitals, healthcare providers, insurance companies, and pharmaceuticals. As of 2020, Salesforce.com is the most highly regarded CRM on the internet. In fact, it's used by approximately 88% of Fortune 100 companies. Salesforce is software as service, so businesses can pay for the user licenses for as many users as they need. It's also multi-tenant, which means that Salesforce has many customers on their platform who may be hosted on the same server. Salesforce also holds many industry certifications related to privacy and operational controls. We'll see more of these in a little bit.
Salesforce is known as Software as a Service or SaaS. With software such as this, attackers typically focus on the user and their browser rather than the service itself, and attackers attempt to bypass authorization using cross-site scripting, clickjacking, and phishing. Because attackers use these different ways to get to sensitive information, Salesforce is faced with having to mitigate risk of users knowingly or unknowingly exposing sensitive data to unauthorized people or systems. Salesforce is able to mitigate risk through maintaining their own array of controls and by holding multiple industry technological certifications. Salesforce administrators have a deep understanding of core system functionality and engage in ongoing training, as well as having an arsenal of tools to configure the system to limit the risk.
So, with all the information provided about the CRM systems, what are the CRM systems and how do they function? We still need to know what are the advantages and disadvantages. The pros or advantages for the business is that since CRM is an adaptable solution, as everything is in one spot, and there's a better knowledge and a sharing transparency, which provides a higher efficiency because of the better analytics, which in turn increases sales because of improved customer relations or customer services and retains more customers. As for IT support teams, which consist of admins and developers, Salesforce takes care of platform security patches, which frees up time for the business to focus on enhancements, such as developing their custom applications. Also, the cost of using a shared multi-tenant model is lower overall when compared to hosting internally. You don't need to worry about server costs and extra headcount needed to maintain those servers. Instead, you only need to worry about the Salesforce admin or developer and the cost associated to them, along with any subscriptions. Additionally, Salesforce has a robust community of professionals and a platform called Trailhead which support self-learning. Trailblazer community also provides a way to collaborate with other Salesforce professionals. All in all, these things increase quality of service for the business. So we all know that anything that has an advantage also has some disadvantage. And while costs may not be an issue for larger companies, smaller companies may struggle in justifying the cost of implementing Salesforce. Then there is the issue of scheduled maintenance and downtime. Since Salesforce manages the servers which customers use, they decide when those updates are deployed. And again, since they manage the servers, Salesforce may restrict some customizations if they may cause undue burden on the architecture. They need to make sure the system is stable for everyone on it. Lastly, Salesforce is known for having a steep learning curve. It's not to say that you can't pick it up on your own, but having experienced admins and developers will definitely help speed things along.
In order to protect a Salesforce system, configuration is key, and the ability to be able to protect a system rests in the hands of the system administrator. A Salesforce administrator must possess deep understanding of core system functionality in order to achieve this result. That being said, Salesforce expects their admins and developers to undertake ongoing training to keep their certifications current. New certifications are all by proctored timed exams, and administrators are highly encouraged to connect with other Salesforce professionals in virtual and in real-world settings. One area of focus for the Salesforce administrator is in access configuration. This area applies to supplicants who have not yet been authenticated. The Salesforce administrator must properly design and implement which profiles a supplicant will be connected to after fully authenticated, as well as control all other areas of the login process, such as configuring single sign-on, designing logon scripts, designating whitelisted IP address ranges, and restricting logon hours, as well as several other settings. After the supplicant is validated, the Salesforce administrator must ensure a design and implementation that provides adequate record access in order to control visibility of standard and custom objects. They may also configure any organization-wide default access, which work together with profiles, role hierarchies, sharing rules, and permission sets. Salesforce's multi-layered approach to security allows administrators ease of control while still allowing granularity to fine-tune access. The Salesforce admin can also configure Salesforce native apps like Shield to encrypt sensitive data or data classifications, to add additional metadata to help control visibility. And where core functionality is cumbersome to manage, the administrator can also access Salesforce App Exchange to look for specialized application plugins to help with administration.
Programmatically speaking, Salesforce utilizes Apex as its main procedural programming language. Apex is an object-oriented programming language that allows developers to execute flow and transaction control statements on Salesforce servers and similarly looks and acts like Java. Apex enables developers with the implementation and addition of business logic to most system events, using button clicks, visual force pages, and related record updates. Salesforce also uses Visual Force, which is a framework that allows developers to build and interact with custom user interfaces that can be hosted on Salesforce's platform called Lightning. Visual Force is similar to HTML through its use of a tag-based markup language. These similarities to JavaScript and HTML show how Salesforce borrows and uses current technology standards to help with the delivery of their product, which allows their clients to fully utilize this CRM system to the fullest degree.
So, as we all know, the HIPPA security rule sets unique safeguards that have to be in the region to guard the ePHI. Encryption is the fine manner to defend ePHI and reduce the probability of a breach of touchy fitness facts. Encryption takes the data or written textual content and turns it into an unreadable text using software programs or algorithms. The Salesforce stage itself can be made HIPAA compliant. Salesforce will consent to a business associates arrangement, which is known as the BAA, And in the event that you connect to Shield, you'll get monitoring, encryption, and inspecting usefulness of your Salesforce occurrence. Shield platform encryption gives your data a whole new layer of security while preserving critical platform functionality. Shield platform encryption builds on data encryption options that Salesforce offers out of the box. Data stored in many standard and custom fields and in files and attachments is encrypted using an advanced HSM-based key derivation system, so it's protected even when the other lines of defense have been compromised. So what does the Salesforce Shield platform encryption actually do? What it does is it encrypts information while saved on the service inside the database to encrypt statistics at rest and maintain functionality. It also uses that metadata to inform the other platform features which data is encrypted. The Shield platform also uses advanced encryption standard with 256-bit keys, the use of CBC mode, and a random initialization vector 4. While this kind of encryption results in a loss of some functionality, along with type operation we take into account, this is a reasonable trade in favor of protection.
In light of our research, we believe that Salesforce is more than suitable as a CRM platform which supports businesses that are concerned with HIPAA privacy and compliance. We hold this belief because of the multifaceted approach Salesforce takes to security. To us, it's clear that Salesforce values their reputation for operational excellence, and it's evident in the types and breadths of certifications they hold. And when coupled with the fact that the Salesforce administrator has a vast array of tools related to security at their disposal, it makes sense that HIPAA compliance can be achieved if enough thought and design is given to the endeavor. We also like the fact that they had a native application, Salesforce Shield, which is able to touch nearly all areas of the system. We hope you agree with our assessment.